guys, welcome back. Gonna be working on the Rush to the Rock again. Parts came, I believe everything should be here. And first thing I want to look at is my buddy sent me, he did a printout of one of the drop targets for the pinball I just picked up, sharpshooter. And he printed it solid, and he was wondering if it was going to be too heavy, but I don't think it will be. I think it'll be nice. Seems pretty sturdy. And I do have stickers that go on here, but this has a little bit of a texture there, so I would have to sand that down, which isn't a big deal. But at some point, I'm just going to check and see if it fits. So that's for that. This should be the marquee. Here's my $15.75 marquee. Looks nice, actually, really nice. It's really thick. I don't know how, to be honest with you, how you can make any money doing this for $15.75. And it's really good quality material. So that, I don't understand, because shipping was free. I don't know what he paid for shipping, but I don't know. What do I know? So that's the marquee. This is my flash drive. Dropped my adapter plug. Flash drive inside of aluminum foil. Inside of an anti-static bag. So that's it. That'll plug into the board. That takes the place of the hard drive. And then we'll need this little adapter here, which will plug in here and then go to the power plug on the power supply. So that's that. And then my green tea molding came just now, literally 2 minutes ago. Lime green. I don't even know what color they call it. But I ordered it from Amazon. It came from tmolding.com. Well, that's the sticker on there, or the business card on there. It literally, I ordered it yesterday and it came today. It was $22 shipped through Amazon. And it's 25 feet, not 20. I thought it was 20 feet. So first thing I'm gonna do is get the cabinet flipped over on its back so that I can put these back on. I brought out 4 of these. The game had 6 of them originally. There's 2 that go on the outer edge by the rails. And I'm not gonna put those 2 on because I don't have any more of these metal ones. I only have the good ones that are like not a vinyl, like a nylon type. And I use those in my basement when I can. So I only had 4 of these left, so the game's only getting 4 of them. But it'll be more than enough. So I'm actually just gonna leave the nut on there. I'm gonna spin it all the way up because I want these things to not touch the ground right now. I wanna be able to roll the cabinet around. So I just wanna get these up as far as I can. Now I'm gonna need some new screws. I gotta go grab in the back room some new screws for these. Screws that came out of there were pretty bad. So that's the first thing I want to do is get these on, and then we can put those side rails on, get the T-molding on, and kind of work our way forward. All right, let me get this thing tilted on its back. I'm actually going to use a piece of plywood and put it on the ground and tilt it onto the plywood so that it is easier for me to pick back up. I can get my hands underneath it. I'm gonna have to use my hot glue gun because if you guys remember when I took it apart, the T-molding, they had used that medical tape. to hold the T-molding on it. So the groove is screwed up because it's particle board. 2x4 would work better, but I don't really feel like going to look for a 2x4 right now. So plywood should be enough. A little bit heavy with the seat on it, with the metal bracket. Am I hitting on a garbage can? All right. I'm only going to work on this for an hour or so tonight. I already lost the brackets to hold the leg levelers. Don't know where I put those. I had a bunch of these screws. I don't know, I must have bought something and it had extra packages of them. They look like they'll work good for this. But I somehow lost my, oh, there they are. I should have painted these lime green. What do you think? Just kidding. Stainless, apparently. They're not magnetized. Some people are like, oh, that cabinet, hey, look, a drywall screw in my pocket from work. That cabinet comes apart in 2 pieces. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. I'm like, I'm telling you, it doesn't come apart. Trust me. Not lying. No. Lost 1 screw, so that's great. Well, dropped the second one. No. Perfect. On the screw. I think I found a dead mouse cat carcass in here. No, just fuzz. At first I thought it was a Quizno Subs mouse from that commercial. I had to take these off because all the old legs are all bent up. I actually had to cut one of the legs in half so I could thread it out the other way because it was too bent to unthread. They actually used OSB underneath this that the wheels are bolted to. Cabinet's still pretty solid, I gotta give it credit. For what it went through, it's still in pretty good shape. Alright, grab my leg levelers, spin those in there real quick. Maybe. And I am super slammed at work again. I'm gonna grab a wrench, an open end wrench, make my life a little bit quicker. The company that I do all the apartments for called me today and said, hey, we just bought a 60 unit building 20 minutes from you. And we just got the keys today. And we have 3 units that need remodeled right away. I was like, oh, great. I was like, well, get over there next week because I'm trying to finish up that unit that I had made a video on where I framed all the walls and everything. I've gotten all the electrical done over there. Got most of the drywall hung, all the plumbing's done. So I gotta get the rest of the drywall hung by the beginning of next week because we got a guy that does the taping and mudding. I can do it, I'm pretty good at it, just from doing body work over the years, but I don't have time to do it. So they're gonna have their guy do that part, and I'm gonna go over to those other units and work over there while he's doing the drywall and painting on the unit that I'm currently on, and then I'll go back to the one I'm currently on and put all the flooring in, the trim, the doors, cabinets, and all that good stuff. I still have to wire up the fuse panel. I got all the wires going to the fuse panel. I'll make a video of it before before the drywall guy starts. I had to cut grooves in the walls everywhere to get wires run. So it's been a real time-consuming process, but they didn't want to rip all the drywall down, so I get it. So I had to make grooves, and it sucks to be him to touch it or fix it all. Good thing is the walls have a texture on it, so the texture will hide a lot of the repair work once the drywall guy retextures it. But yeah, I should have all the drywall hung over there at the beginning of the week. I just finished wiring up the washer and dryer area that I built, which they added on after I had all the framing done. They said, hey, we need a washer and dryer in here. So I had to frame out a little room for that. The Amish guys are putting the roof on the building. They started yesterday. So that's all gonna be done in a day or two. Then they're starting the siding after that. I should have grabbed my glue gun while I was in the back there getting this wrench. Grab the glue gun. We're going to get the T-molding on. While it's on its side like this, because we got to put those metal plates on, and you got to put screws in the bottom of the metal plates. So it just makes sense to get the T-molding on, because the T-molding can slide behind the metal plate a little bit. And by doing that, it holds it in place so somebody doesn't go yanking it out. And I got a message today saying that the parts came in, the rest of the parts came in for the Chevy Dually pickup truck here. Been waiting on a couple parts. I got to paint one of the parts, and I got to repaint this valance because it just doesn't look good. So I got to paint 2 parts, and then the headlights and stuff just came in today, so I got to pick those up, and then I can finish up that truck. So yeah, this thing is pretty shot. Down here, it actually might go in. Looks like it's tight down here. It's chipped right there, but it is what it is, guys. Can only do so much. Probably gonna have to get a piece of black T-molding for along the back of the cabinet, if I even put one on there. I probably should. I got some scrap pieces of black I can put on there. I'm gonna use green on the front, and right here, that'll be green on each side. Actually, just on this side, because that side gets it gets one piece of green going into the. Yeah, we should have enough. The top and back might not be green, but whatever. So what you got to do here is when you have crappy areas like this, you got to fill it with hot glue. Only do like a foot or so at a time. Spot right here is screwed up. Take this thing and go just past the shifter, and then we can shove it up underneath the shifter. Originally it went all the way underneath it, but I am not too worried about that. This side actually might go in and stick. Maybe, you know what, these all might stick. I think it was just the top and the back of the cabinet. this one's screwed up. I buy my hot glue sticks at like Harbor Freight. Extremely cheap. Same thing with this glue gun. Bauer from Harbor Freight. On this 25 feet. I got like a 5-foot piece of this color in the house if I need it. This side, I guess I can do some of it on camera. Got spiders. I don't know why I went all the way down there. Guess it'll hold it. This is probably enough to do the top of the cabinet, and then I could just do black around the back edge. Okay, now I can put the metal plates on. I'm hoping by tomorrow night I have this thing together. I'm just freaking whooped. It's already almost 8 o'clock. 7:30, I don't know, something like that. That clock is wrong again. This is for that side. Grab some of my screws. Quarter-inch drive, or nut driver. So what they did was they skipped every other hole. They actually have a 2x4 running down each side. That should be 2, 4, 6 for the other side. Okay, now I need those other bolts. That I believe is a T27. As soon as I find my bit right here. I thought they were the longer ones. They're the longer guys. 6 of them. They really bolted these sides together. Oh, there's 4 per side. The last 2 long ones. Uh-oh, missing a washer. I got a dirty one here. Don't worry, we'll spray paint it real quick. A little quick squirt there. Stick the bolt through it while it's still wet. get the edges, and we'll put it on wet. Okay, now we can put the cabinet back down. Should be done under there. Actually, I don't need that board. Slippery little feller. We'll use this piece of plywood for my new shelf that I gotta cut. That'll work out beautifully. Let's see what we have left. Where's that green tea molding at? There it is. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. So that it goes down the backside evenly. And then the rest of it will just get switched to black. See how far it goes. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. This is going to use some glue. While I'm waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up. Doesn't the green look better, guys? Stupid yellow. Still a little hot from before. Should be all right. Ah, I got it on my arm. I was watching the Goldbergs last night. I watched that whole series when it came out, and it was last night. The older brother, they showed him at the arcade, and he was addicted to Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Thought that was pretty funny. This other side on. that out there because I gotta put black on the rest of the back, which I'm not doing tonight because I'm not walking back up to the house. Need about 6 feet or so of it, maybe 8 feet. All right, that's done. Coming along nicely. I guess I can do the coin door. That. Put the metal box back on the bottom. Hangs on this little top part. Then you gotta get these bastards in. And then you drop a bolt, because that's fun. I hate this frickin' design. Who came up with this, dumbasses? These ones I might be able to get from the front. Okay. Plug the coin counter back in. One, two, four of the big carriage bolts. Where we at? Started. Did not want to go in. That one went in. So did this one. Ah, you bastard. That one's probably lost forever. So it takes 4 big carriage bolts plus 3 smaller ones on each side. Bit overkill, I think. 6 carriage bolts. Gotta get nuts for them. These ones are smaller. It's a 1/2 inch socket. Yep. 6. A socket for these. 7/16. These are 1/4 inch bolts. There is a little piece of T-molding on each side here, but I'm just gonna leave it black. I ain't messing with that. I painted over it. Could probably get that piece out of the basement and hit those 2 spots, but we'll see. Bolts holding this thing together. All right. Back to the T27s. Hit the screw. Hit the screw. Oh boy. This might be a pain in the butt. Okay, that's on. Forgot to put that metal plate on the center of the back. Oh well, I won't get screws underneath it. I'll just screw it on the back part. One, two, three, four, six. The only way I can put them on would be to jack it up pretty high. Should have did it when I had it tilted over. Stripped. All right. What do I want to do next? Probably cut that shelf out. My garbage is full. dust everywhere. Six of them. Those ones might be longer ones. All these are longer ones. You know what? These go into the supports. I think these are the real long ones. At least on the top four. That would make sense. remember correctly, this one went over here. That. Wrong hole. Gotta go up to the next one. This one goes over here. Okay. I'm actually not going to clean the fan because it's just going to get destroyed again. As far as like, I'm not going to paint the bracket. The fan actually works. I'll blow the dust off of it. All right. Power supply goes over here. That I got to clean up. That's pretty bad. That's pretty nasty. I just cleaned off the rust and pee a little bit. You could buy just these little cards, and you could do your own on the computer. But I don't know how expensive just the card is, and for $40 shipped, wasn't. I mean, it's obviously better to just buy it. I think. Don't have to mess with anything. I guess I should have. Guess I should have put this on first. I love these junk ass connectors. Got it. Ooh, bent pin. Uh-oh. Might have a broken pin. I don't know, that pin feels a little loose. Might be fixing a pin. It goes right there. Ouch. That guy mounts right there, it looks like. Hopefully I didn't screw up putting the shelf in first. Might have to, might just notch the shelf a little bit wider to get these to go in, because I'm not taking all that apart. Because this plugs in here. Nope, that does not plug in there. That's a 3. That goes there. This goes over here. I might have this in backwards. Looks like I got it in upside down. Flip that over. That makes sense, because I think I remember seeing the tag hanging over that way. And by the way, this part of the board's dirtier than the other. I think that's right. fan plug. Come on. Really gonna be a pain in my ass. I believe this is monitor power. This goes here. Broken nail. Great. Is that a 1/4 inch? Oh. I have to tighten that after. Guess I'll grab my multi-tool and just make a little notch so those wires will slide in there. Looks like I cut it on a hair of an angle. That's probably why. Beautiful. This goes in the bottom. Could plug this one in if we want. It was plugged in before. I think this goes to the main board. I don't remember. Still might have to take the board back out because that one pin is definitely loose. Probably better be safe than sorry. Where the hell is the Ethernet port? There it is, right in front of my face. They had it plugged in, I'm just gonna plug it in. Kind of keeps the wires out of the way. That. All right, that goes to the monitor. That needs mounted down in there. This guy mounts down on this side. Oh, you know what? I gotta fix wires on here before I put it in the cabinet. We've got some chewed wires here too. This one's fine. Yeah, I can't even go any farther. I got a chewed wire there. So yep, I'm gonna have to look all that over. So I'm gonna be done for the night because I'm not getting into wire repair tonight. Got a ton done, guys. I mean, it's looking good. It's looking real good. Should be able to fire it up. If I get the wires fixed tomorrow, get everything plugged in, we'll fire it up, see if it makes noise. Then at that point, I can work on the monitor. Once I get the monitor working, I can get this green piece back on the front because I gotta get the monitor put in. I'm not gonna put the monitor into the cabinet until I get it working, just to be on the safe side. There, that's not hanging on that hinge so bad. So yep, I think it looks good. Getting my wires fixed tomorrow. and we'll try to get it powered up, see what it does. But other than that, I think that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Once again, any questions or comments, feel free to ask. I'll see you guys tomorrow.